How's everyone doing today? Welcome back to Chefing with Shane. Today we're making a delicious Marry Me chicken pasta. Simple, quick and easy. Who doesn't love chicken pasta recipes? Stick with me and let's make this together. First thing on the to-do list is to go ahead and get this garlic peeled up. We're just gonna mince up 2 teaspoons worth of garlic. I'm gonna go ahead and get a pot of water on the stove because we're gonna go ahead and make up this penne pasta. I'm gonna salt this water liberally. Always salt your pasta water. All right, now at this point, we're gonna go ahead, turn the burner on medium heat, throw in a couple tablespoons of olive oil. We're gonna throw our chicken in there. We got 3 boneless, skinless chicken breasts going in there. Use as many as you need. If you're making for more people, I would say this, obviously about 1 breast per person, so this would feed 3 people. And we're gonna season this with about 1 teaspoon of paprika. So we're just gonna use a half for the first side. And 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. And of course, salt and pepper to taste. And we're just gonna let this brown up. It's gonna cook about 8 minutes, 8 to 12 minutes, depending on how thick your chicken is. Use a thermometer, cut into it. We're gonna let this cook up. We'll season the other side after this side begins to brown up. Now we're gonna go ahead and flip these over. I'm cooking up on this side for at least 4 minutes. Flip them over. Season this side up as well. Should have a lot of flavor in this recipe. Got sun-dried tomatoes, garlic, all this delicious seasoning on there. You got a little bit of flavor from the chicken broth. Always remember, season both sides. Already smelling absolutely delicious. And our water's up to a boil, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this pasta going. All right, our water's nice and boiling. We're gonna go ahead, throw in a whole box of penne pasta, and we're gonna let that boil up. Box says about 10 to 12 minutes until al dente. All right, at this point, just temp the meat. We're right where we need to be, 165 degrees if you didn't know. Take out this chicken, just gonna set it aside. We're just gonna go in there now with 2 tablespoons of butter. Let that melt up. Scrape off all that delicious fond. Drop the heat a little bit, gonna go more towards medium low. We were on medium. And we're just gonna go in there with all 3 of those minced garlic cloves. Just gonna let them get nice and fragrant. Don't wanna burn them, that's why we're dropping the heat. Move them around. Burnt garlic is not good. I don't know anything that's better burnt. But garlic really starts to smell nice pretty quick. I'd say anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute on this garlic. All right, at this point, I'm gonna go in there with 3 tablespoons of flour, and we're gonna get that mixed in there, kind of making a roux. And you just wanna make sure there's no clumps. I'm gonna switch to a wooden spoon. No clumps in there because this sauce is about to start building quickly. All right, that looks about good to me. Now we're gonna go in there with 2 cups of chicken stock and 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. Put that back up to medium, let it start to bubble up and thicken. Definitely grab your whisk and whisk it up. As needed, but like I said, definitely let it get up to a boil. All right, at this point I have 1 cup of sun-dried tomatoes that I went ahead and diced up into smaller pieces. Gonna go ahead and throw in my pasta, most of it. Box was 16 ounces. We're gonna throw in probably about 12. Just gonna salt and pepper that. And now we're just gonna cut up that chicken and add it in here. We're gonna drop this to medium-low heat. Just gonna slice up this delicious chicken in the perfect strips. Of course, we're gonna add it into that pasta. Right before we add in that chicken, we're gonna add in 1 cup of grated parmesan to heat up a little bit more. And just get that nice melted in there. There's gonna be so much flavor in this. I added a little salt and pepper to the pasta afterwards. Nice cheesy pasta. Now we're just gonna add that chicken in there. I'm gonna save this piece for right on top of my bowl for the thumbnail, but add all that chicken in there, mix that together. Just gonna garnish with a little bit of fresh parsley, but that is done. Looks absolutely delicious, and I cannot wait to try this out. Oh guys, that looks absolutely spectacular. I cannot wait to dig in. Look at that dish. Nothing says marry me like a delicious meal. You know what they say, food is the way to a man's heart. All right, take a look at that. That is done. That is absolutely delicious. The camera doesn't even do it justice, guys. And it smells amazing. Let's try it out. Wow. That is absolutely delicious. If this doesn't say marry me, guys, they're never gonna marry it. You need to look for a different one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, check out some other videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.